Okay, you can hear me, Pastor?
What's that?
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Everybody said I've been
What did they say?
everybody said I've been loud this whole time, and I'm like, really? I forgot how to change the volume on my headphones. But no one ever, they were like, oh, he's black. I was like, wow.
I mean, it's true. We can't fault you for that.
And I don't even sound that loud normally. So you got
Huh.
me out here sounding
Yeah,
loud.
okay. Yeah, let's try that again.
I do not.
You be screaming, boy. Last time you was here when we was moving something, I literally turned to you and said, "Why are you yelling at me?"
Wait, what?
Last time when we was here, you were telling me a story, and I looked at you and I said, "Why are you yelling at me?" I swear, I promise to God, I said that.
You didn't tell me why I was yelling at you.
Huh?
You said you told me I why
Yeah,
asking me
because you were
why.
just telling me like a regular story, and you were just screaming. I'm like, "Yo, why are you yelling at me?" Like you weren't yelling. You weren't yelling to. You were yelling to me, and I'm like, "Why are you saying it? Like, why are you screaming at me?"
Oh, because I was telling a story.
Well, actually, that was going to be the first topic for the show.
Well, oh, we're recording, aren't we?
Yeah,
All right, so edit it in, pal.
that the past few weeks that Mo's been doming me with his mic.
Dude, he's a dom. What do you expect?
And I was not intentionally doing it.
The dude's a dumb, dude. You was
No one
loud.
said
You
anything.
was loud as when we was at Texas Roadhouse last time. You was loud as hell. I remember you and I forgot who. I think it was you. It was me, you, Joe, and Jay. You were loud as hell.
How about that?
Sounds pretty good.
How about that? How about that?
Okay.
How about me?
You sound good.
Yeah, Mo's a dom. Guy's doming you. What do you
Yeah.
expect?
How you letting me dom you unintentionally, Pastor?
Well, I mean, I did bring it up like two or
brought
three
it up so
shows,
many
and the
times.
last show I just said forget it.
He
He
brought it up
tells
on
me
my show. He brought it
not
up on your
not
show.
too loud.
And no one corrected me? Corrected me?
He said he brought it up mad times. He just said it's like the fourth time. Your camera's foggy, it looks like, right? It doesn't look like his camera's foggy.
Yeah.
What's going on with you, man? Oh, what the hell is going on with this guy? He's out of control.
Oh, he's gone completely.
Yeah, he's out. Didn't this happen last time?
Yeah.
The hell's wrong with him? This didn't happen on my show, so I don't care. It didn't happen on my show. This kind of stuff only happens on your show. I don't know what y'all got going on in this studio.
And welcome. Welcome to the No Name Yet podcast. That is the podcast with no name. And on tonight's show is the other guy on the show, the man that will call out private details about himself in a crowded theater, Mo!
If my ass is itching, my ass is itching.
And also on the show is the podcaster of all podcasters, the man who is in need of a real-life medicine man or medicine woman, Ready!
Am I Native American? What do you mean?
Well, I picked medicine man or medicine woman instead of exorcist.
Why?
Yeah, I don't really get it.
Because your concerns about the apartment.
Oh yeah, well, I may not need an exorcist yet. Let's not get that far. I said I didn't like the vibe. I didn't say there was demonic scratches on the wall.
Okay, all right.
Nightmares. Maybe by next week.
Okay. All right. Well, that's why I said medicine man or medicine woman. Maybe they could bring in some sage, smudge the place.
I call some of my Puerto Rican friends from the Bronx. They'll come up.
He can go to any Pentecostal church and just get one of the old ladies there.
No. I gotta call the Bronx crew up here. They know what they're doing.
It changed the energy in the place.
Yeah, definitely need that. Definitely need the energy change.
So we're gonna be doing something new on the show.
Wow, innovative.
Innovative. Yep. We're gonna be saying the Pledge of Allegiance.
No.
And
You're gonna kneel like you're in the football, like in NFL.
you can take a knee if you want.
I was gonna take any.
We're not gonna.
I never like doing it in school. I'm not doing it as an
We're not
adult.
gonna
Are
balk
you
or
not an
anything.
American?
Well, you don't have to
I don't wanna do it.
participate. That this is
Wow, get out of here, yo. Get out.
I love being American. I'm not doing the pledge.
okay. Well, I'll do the pledge. I have a pledge to lift.
I'm not pledging to this government.
This is let me get the flag up first.
It's not to the government, to the entities, not for the current.
Let's get the flag
I don't know.
up.
I don't know.
I knew something was going on. This guy has a banana.
Okay. I thought of this after you know, the hush money trial for
Big Dom.
Trump.
Big D.
It's now confirmed that the United States is a banana republic. That
Trial. I thought that was called a witch hunt.
well, you know, island nations and other nations that have been referred to as banana republics do use the judiciary to attack their political opponents. You know, that's what they accused Trump of, and that's what they did to him. And again, let me reiterate, I'm not a fan of Trump. So let's say the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United Oligarchy of America and to the banana republic for which it stands, one cartel under neoliberalism, divided by class for power and profit for the elite.
And see, and I'm wrong for not wanting to do the pledge.
That was not the pledge. That was some shit he made up.
It sounded pretty accurate to me. It really did. It sounded like the government you serve, apparently, because I don't serve these.
I don't serve the government. I serve the
bitches.
flag. I serve the flag.
Well, listen, we're gonna have to separate. What we need a new pledge, because that old pledge is representing that old government, and it's not working out for us.
So are you saying that I was on the right track?
I feel like you caught the essence.
It sounds on the money for the current situation.
The current
Government
political situation.
Maybe the current as in the last like 70 years.
So how do we separate our good old American boy pledge from this American government? Because I am loyal to my people, my brothers and sisters, but I ain't loyal to this government.
When does the Pledge of Allegiance talk about the government? It says, "I pledge allegiance to the United States of America." I pledge allegiance to the flag, United States of America, from which it stands, one nation,
under God.
It doesn't say. It doesn't say. I pledge allegiance to the flag. Let me suck the government's dick. Like, do you even know the pledge? Like,
I do, and I know it is not represented.
Yeah, but it doesn't say anything about the actual government. It says, "I pledge allegiance to the flag."
Listen.
Of the United States of America.
Listen.
It does not say that. You just made that shit up in your mind.
Listen. You hear that?
That's you not having
shit you're eating.
That's you not having a response because you didn't even know the
play. See, now you're doming us with your mic again.
I'm not actually doming you. My mic is low. I never even increased it. No, seriously, like the government that we stand in right now, that it feels weird to me to accept the old ways, old traditions, old things. I feel like we just need to renew it. Nope. Make a new one. Come on, Gritty, just come up with a new one.
But but what you're missing
come up with a new one.
Pledge of Allegiance does not mention the government, I don't think.
This nation, there's no nation.
Oh, now
there's no nation, there's no unity. There's no under God.
There's a book that is probably in this house, unless
we
got rid of it, that the United States is really 8 nations.
Right.
Like what God? What God? What do we stand in? One nation under God.
Do you believe in God?
I do believe in God.
And you can say that part of the pledge.
There we go.
Well, I mean, that God can represent many higher powers.
That's right.
Whatever God they're serving is a murderous, destructive God.
Hallelujah.
I don't want to have a pledge. Maybe my pledge need to make it very more clear on how my God and our God actually cares about one another instead of whatever God they're serving.
Now, usually a lot of banana republics have wonderful weather and beaches.
Oh.
And if I'm going to live in a banana republic, then they got to find a way to bring the ocean to Scotia.
I don't like our beaches. You don't want to be on our beaches.
Yeah, no. There's
But I
nothing
think
nice
they
about
are
it.
going to bring
is the beast.
they are bringing the beaches to Scotia through climate change.
That's right.
Yeah, the Hudson Valley, the Mohawk Valley will be flooded.
Glaciers are melting.
And we'll have beachfront property.
Everybody.
Here in Scotia.
That's right.
Yes. So, what I would like to do is just start the show with one of the latest videos from my choice for president, Green Party candidate Jill Stein. And she's come out with a new ad. It's about 3 minutes and 20 seconds. And I'd like to play it for everybody. I think it's a good commercial, and I'd like to get the viewpoints of Mo and Gritty.
People are tired of being thrown under the bus by wealthy elites and their bought politicians. Tired of living paycheck to paycheck, struggling to pay the rent, locked in student debt and medical debt, child poverty doubling, rising diseases of despair, growing hopelessness. The political system is broken. The two Wall Street parties are bought and paid for. Over 60% of us now say the bipartisan establishment's failed us, and we need a party that serves the people. I'm Jill Stein, and I'm running for president to offer that choice for the people outside of the failed two-party system. We'll put solutions to the crises we face: crushing inequality, endless war, and climate collapse. And we'll put these front and center in this election and on the ballot across the country. The ruling parties that got us into this mess aren't getting us out. Both parties are squandering trillions on the endless war machine, fueling conflict around the world, while tens of millions here at home lack food, housing, healthcare. Democrats have betrayed their promises for working people, youth, and the climate again and again, while Republicans don't even make such promises in the first place. And both parties are a danger to our democracy, expanding censorship, criminalizing protest, throwing competitors off the ballot, suppressing debates,
American people who've been systematically locked out of these debates,
rigging their primaries. So forget the pundits and the attack dogs who tell you to ignore your misery and just keep voting for those who caused it in the first place. Change won't come from the ruling elites. It comes from we, the people. And when we stand together, we can create living wage jobs for all Americans. We can guarantee an economic bill of rights with the right to a job, to health care, to housing, to food, education, and more. We can abolish student debt, medical debt. We can create a Green New Deal with millions of jobs to fight climate collapse and protect Mother Earth. And we can ensure our constitutional rights and freedoms and justice for all. We can end the endless wars and rampant militarism and use diplomacy and international law instead to end violence, occupation, and apartheid. We do have the power, and we can use it in this election to start building an America and a world that works for all of us. Go to JillStein2024.com and join us.
Oh, you awake? Ready? You back? You okay? How was the nap?
I should have known.
You should have really known. He clicked out like 30
As soon
seconds.
as I heard 3 minutes and 40, I said, sounds like a good nap.
He was gone.
Like a nice
You're not inspired at all.
No.
Not for 3
It
minutes.
just sounded like I was listening to you in the car.
You know when they like do the study for the
Like
TikTok and
it sounded like I
everything.
was talking to you on the FaceTime or something. Oligarchs and
Mhm.
oppression, regime, and I mean,
Yep.
she had the talking points, but it's like, it's like listening to a modern day rap song. How many songs can I listen to about them selling drugs? It's the same song all the time, like number two, it's like 3 minutes. Like, come on, everybody got TikTok brain. You need to, you need
That's
to
what I was
make
about to say. He has TikTok
snappy.
brain.
Everybody got TikTok brain, and she didn't even call anybody an idiot or a moron or,
Yeah, when you're gonna be kind like this, you need more bombs in the
you
background,
got to see. She got to look at the current climate, how straight white women are making it. Is they're dropping N bombs. She should have dropped an N bomb at the end of the
That
thing.
would have been great
She should have
publicity, wouldn't it?
She should have started with the N bomb. Like, what's up, my? I'm gonna tell you why I'm running for president. Right?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I just wanted to see more explosions and then the wars and how our
you got
weapons are.
people. You got people on the ground and people suffering, and it's just like it wasn't enough.
No,
Yeah.
not enough. Not
Good for her,
enough
though.
mayhem.
Good for her. Good for her. She hit the points,
right.
but it's just like Number two, it's like
More
the
booms.
the odds are.
So, Mo, would you vote for her?
I would just say let's do a shorter commercial with the voice and just the image, her voice, and just put the images in the background of the crimes of our government, our two-party government has been committed in the last 30 years. And I would just have these flashes of images of bombs going off and our weapons being sold to little crazy men in Africa. So like that's what I wanted to see while her soft voice is in the background talking about how we need to stop this and the murder
It was
all
kind
over
of
the
like
country.
a lullaby or something. It was
Yeah,
bed.
yeah.
It was very soft.
All
It was
right.
good.
Yeah.
No, that's all we're missing. But
Well,
she's perfect. I will vote for her.
I mean, she's got my vote. I mean,
You're
I
very-
find her
you're
to be
very-
a
you're
like
very
her
a
voice.
very inspiring person.
You're very spin. She should have started the ad with the video of her getting arrested and be like, listen, everything's right now. Okay. That's what that should have been her first line. Everything is right now. Okay. Look at me getting arrested right here because of this and that. Everything's out of whack. She should have been putting people on blast. She's like, Mitch McConnell, he's out of his mind. The guy got mush for brains, and so does the president. Everybody sucks. She could have went in.
She could have.
Do you want
This
two
is not
moron men still running this country? She should have went on Trump and Biden. Like, you just go
like,
off.
it's not her personality. It's not her personality.
I've seen Donald Trump's dick, and as well as Joe Biden.
Oh my God.
They're small.
All
Like
right,
the
all
little
right.
men that they are.
Stop.
Oh, we can't go that far with Jill.
Not
No,
that.
no.
I
Come on.
apologize, Miss
The line
Jill.
with-
Miss
Come on.
Stein.
Line with Jill.
Sorry, Miss Stein.
Where did
Sorry,
she
we
come
can't
from? Who is she? Feel like a librarian or a politician? What is she?
No, she's a physician.
position.
What are the credentials that she can?
Well,
what
she's from Massachusetts.
does it?
I think she ran for governor a couple times in Massachusetts because she just thought, she was disturbed by the way that politics were going. What?
She ran or did she
Has
win?
she won?
No, she didn't win.
This is like going from first grade and trying to go to high. You didn't even make it through first grade. You're trying to go to high school. She didn't.
Well,
even
I
make
mean,
it to
there
governor
hasn't
and
been
now-
a Green Party governor.
So how's there going to be a Green Party president if you can't even get through first?
They have to run a candidate every cycle
Yeah.
to remain eligible for the election funds that are available to all candidate.
Right.
So once you qualify for those funds, you have to run a candidate every cycle.
I don't know. This is kind of odd. She didn't even win governor. She's gonna win president. This is like, well, you know what I'm talking about. This is like, if you're like making music or something, if you ain't even hot in your area,
Yeah, that's true. That's
how
a
you
fact.
gonna
You're
be?
right.
How you gonna pop off?
All right. Well, let's review what wins.
You
would
pull a
be.
Drake. You hang out with other people and
Let's
live like them
review
for a
what
few
wins would
months
be
and
for
still
a
there.
party. A win for a third party would be 5% of the popular vote. That entitles the next candidate for the Green Party to be on the debate stage with the Republican and the Democrat the next cycle.
Okay.
So Green parties have been agents of change back in the turn of the 19th to the 20th century, and that the Democrats pretended to adopt the Green New Deal, which was created by the Green Party. The Democrats didn't come up with the Green New Deal. I mean, they still would want to implement it and create millions of jobs to convert to like a solar and a wind powered economy. Now I know it would be very difficult, but there's a lot more that they could implement. And so what is said is that the Democratic Party is where social justice goes to die. And so what did the Democrats do? They adopted the Green New Deal from the Green Party, fumbled the ball once again, and now you've got an incredible amount of Republican energy against the Green New Deal. So once again, the Democratic Party fulfilled its purpose and made sure that a movement that may have benefited people in this country, that may have cost business more money, has now died under the Democratic watch. This is the way this all works. It was like last week when Mo was astounded that Jill Stein was being sued in Nevada after she was approved to be on the ballot and she had gotten triple the signatures required.
Did everything
Why
right.
would they do that? Well, they do it every cycle. So they drain the coffers of money. They drain the people of time and energy.
Right.
It's brutal, actually, unnecessary to just to stop somebody from playing the game that you set the rules for.
Yeah. So I say to my conservative friends, if you really, really want to piss off the Democrats, vote for Jill Stein.
Best of luck to Jill.
Best of luck to Jill.
Yeah.
Does she allow guns? Because if it looks,
she probably doesn't. She probably is against.
Pastor doesn't really know.
Jill, we need you to
inquired about a few of her policies, and he had no clue.
Jill, I need a
I don't know, 2 months ago we
Jill,
asked.
come get interviewed by us.
I don't know.
I need to ask you some good questions.
You asked me one thing about immigration.
I don't know.
And I told you what I suspected. I wanted to stop the wars.
Right.
I want the Green New Deal.
Right.
You know, I'm voting for something, not against.
Jill is not. You suspect that she's not for guns.
I suspect she's not for guns.
Damn.
Oh.
Jill, you need to be for guns. You gotta be for guns for me, Jill.
Well,
if you're gonna put me to sleep, at least give me my guns.
Mm.
I want to be able to sleep safely.
Yeah, sleep safely in his rocking chair.
Guns aren't going anywhere.
Yeah, but we just want to make sure that no matter what,
to make sure her head's in the right space.
Yeah, exactly. If you're gonna be the leader,
make sure her head's in the right space.
Okay.
If you're gonna be the new leader of the new world, you need
please
to
consider voting for
guns.
Jill Stein, and please consider sending a donation to the Jill Stein campaign. Thank you very much.
Send a donation to the show. Well, don't be sending a donation somewhere else. Send it right here to this show. Send it to no name yet at PayPal. Don't be siphoning donations for somebody else, but you got enough.
Okay.
He's a big fan and a big supporter.
All right. So this next segment is something that I had mentioned before that I wanted to do, and now it is here.
Oh boy.
We're going to be looking at since we are inching closer to nuclear annihilation.
Okay.
As we are every week.
Every week. That's what the green is for in the back of him.
An inch a week.
We're going to just look at some nuclear explosions and pick our favorite one.
Hey, guys, behind him, look at that green stripe. You'll see your face.
There's been a lot of talk about the Hiroshima bombs lately. You heard about that?
Yeah.
No. What were they talking about?
I think this whole thing was between Candace Owens, Ben Shapiro, Glenn Greenwald, and Tucker were commenting about it. But I guess Ben Shapiro, who said, I think it was Tucker and Rogan were talking about, like, they basically were saying, like, the same way we should be shutting down AI, that we're having a discussion about how we should shut it down, that conversation should have been the same with nuclear bombs, that we should have shut them down. And then I think a comment came out about what we said. Apparently, we said basically, oh, we didn't need to bomb Japan, but we just wanted to kill their morale, and people didn't like that. So I think Candace Owens commented about it, and then Ben Shapiro commented about it, and there's been just a lot of talk about the nuclear bombs but Hiroshima specifically.
Oh.
Nagasaki, yeah. Nagasaki.
I forgot what Ben ruffled some feathers because I think he was like, "No, we need nuclear bombs." You know, he's surprised he didn't hear about it because I saw Glenn Greenwald and Tucker talking about it on Tucker's show.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you can check it out. Tucker got a good show.
It's getting better and better, man.
He got a
Yeah,
lot of
I
hard
saw
hits.
some of his interview with
Dylan. He got
with Glenn Greenwald.
He got Kid Rock and John Daly. He got a lot of heavy hitters.
Mhm. He does. He takes the time to go after like the journalists that people actually want to hear from. So, and listen, his Rolodex must be long as after getting fired.
I have a question for you when we're done with this, by the way. Remind me.
Got you.
Well, let's look at our first explosion. Now,
Oh goodness.
there is a possibility that a couple of these explosions might be the same nuclear test. But we'll just rate each one, for the shape and the fullness and, the impact that it had on us. And then after that, I want to show you some scenes from a TV movie when I was in high school.
Oh, I'm sure this scared the shit out of you.
I hope it is scary because if it's
Sure,
not, I'm just going to think all
running
these
under
people.
the desk with his coat on his head.
Yeah.
Because if it's
All
not
right,
scary,
here
I'm
we
gonna think
go.
my
Here
parents
is
were a bunch of
explosion number
bitches.
1. Oh, I just reminding myself, the first explosion is not a nuclear explosion.
Okay.
This is an explosion of
Holy
100 gallons of gasoline.
Wow.
Impressive.
I like that pop.
I feel great.
All right.
That was a nice pop. Finding.
All right. So the first one
I
is the
feel great.
gasoline.
I like that. Nice plume of smoke coming up with the.
And look at all the sparks that are falling
I feel
down.
great.
I like the way it looks. It looks very.
Wow, this is.
All right, what's the next
I
one?
feel
All
great.
right, here's the next one.
I feel great.
Pastor, you're gonna have to close the last video
Yeah, I
window.
know.
I feel great.
I wonder if you can smell it from where they are.
You have
I
to.
bet they smelled
Yeah.
something.
Look at the dramatic music coming. Yeah. There you go. Oh, is it the cello? Cello playing softly in the background as your fears take over your body. Don't run from it. These final moments. Death comes to you right here. It's happening.
Oppenheimer should have started.
It really should have. It's just like, oh, what a banger right here.
So I think that was one of the underwater.
It's all right. Whatever.
It's not as scary. I
Yeah,
mean,
that first,
So far, the gasoline is winning.
it's the music. It was the music for me. And that's all it is. What else you got?
that initial like cloud was like vaporized water.
Oh, okay. I was wondering what that was.
Yeah.
Still the gasoline for me.
Okay. Yeah, I have a feeling the gasoline one's gonna win.
That was amazing. Pop.
All right, here's another one.
Oh.
Yep.
I like this one better. I like the shape.
There we go.
Mushroom cloud action there.
Oh. Oh, is it getting bigger on the top? Like it looks like a lollipop now.
Like a jellyfish.
Hey.
That was like a brain.
Brain.
I like it.
It
Nice.
looked like a tumor.
Next.
That's that's pretty much off fire.
Wow.
And that initial blast is I think like something like 300,000 degrees.
Interesting. So we got a burned up.
Pretty good.
Okay.
That's a
Five.
solid. Yeah.
About a 4.
I said 3.
All right, so this is the last one.
Show us something with some destruction.
Okay.
I want to see when they bomb like a fake city.
Yeah.
In 1946, the US military set off a nuclear bomb underwater to see what would happen, and it went very badly. You see, the Navy was trying to analyze and prove that United States warships could survive a nuclear blast. So they lowered the bomb 90 feet in the water and anchored about 90 ships over it in various distances. The LSM-60 landing ship was right above the bomb, but it disappeared in a split second. The explosion was so massive that LSM-60 was literally vaporized by the nuclear fireball. 9 ships were sunk immediately, and the rest were seriously damaged by extreme radiation. They were left to sink in paradise because the United States Navy could not decontaminate them. In 1940,
Great.
Now that was a good example.
That was the best nuke for sure.
That
the
was
best one.
nuke.
Best one
And-
right there.
Kablow.
Good thing they had nobody on it.
Oh, that'd have been crazy. They should have put like a bunch of people on death row on it, on the ships. Say if you
Well,
survive,
that's
Come back.
grotesque.
Why?
that's grotesque. They're gonna die anyway, and they literally would have never even know what happened to. It was grotesque.
Grotesque.
Oh,
They're literally-
you're saying death row.
Death row, the
I don't
vapor
know.
rod.
That seems cruel and unusual.
Cruel on you and
Probably like murdered. These people murder people, rape people. You know.
I'm
they're-
not. I'm not
Yeah.
for capital punishment anyway. So
Oh, okay. Well,
you know these people are not people anymore, right?
I
what?
mean, they slip through the cracks. Some people slip through the cracks and they shouldn't be killed, though. That's the only bad thing
That
about
does happen. That does
That's the
happen.
only
That's
bad
true.
thing.
That does happen. But when it's like very
When it's
clear,
like,
you was stabby your grandmom and cut her head off.
murder people, rape people, and they're not human beings anymore.
I'm not for that.
You're
Obviously not. You're a pastor.
they serve a whole
didn't
different
expect you.
master.
We didn't expect you to be. I'm still.
They have
I'm
given up
still
their
on camp
vessels
that they
to the
need bring
negative
back the kids
spirits.
quickly.
There's a lot of trouble when you open the door to
No, it's
find
not.
conditions in which people are not people anymore.
No, it's
Right.
not.
I think
You
we're dealing with that. We're dealing with that in one of the parts of the world right now.
Right.
I mean, if
Somebody
you
rapes your
harm
grandmother,
yeah, like
Murders her,
I'm-
chops her head off.
we're talking about like obvious situations, like you're not human anymore. Like you just went off and killed your siblings and your parents, and then when you were caught, they were like, "Why?" And you're like, "I just wanted to experience it."
Oh.
We're not even in the same world. We don't serve the same masters or dream. No, not human.
Pastor,
There's a different spirit.
pastor is a man of the church. He cannot co-sign this.
Co-sign it.
He will be there praying with them, and that's fine. That's what he should be doing.
We will understand it better by and by.
That's right.
That's right.
Happy Pride. That's right. What do you guys think of Candace Owens? She's on YouTube. I didn't expect a YouTube move. I thought it would
You
be.
did it?
I thought
Okay,
it would
okay.
be-
Pause. Hold that thought. Which
Yeah.
explosion was the best?
The
Oh,
last one
best
with the ship.
explosion was the gas. The best nuke was the underwater nuke. The first-
Okay.
the
All
last-
right.
the
All right.
last.
We'll talk about Candace Owens and then get back to the nukes.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm curious to see what you guys think because I didn't really know where she was gonna go, but I thought she was gonna get some lucrative exclusive deal.
So I knew she was going to go straight to YouTube.
Okay, why?
Because she's been in the game and built her reputation on, like, she's been on every platform, talked about on everything, has been mentioned in songs and everything. The girl was just like Tucker. She had it right there. So it was obvious to me that once Tucker did what he did, people who were like Candace Owens sooner than later they were going to be on their own too. You know, and then she
I figured was
also
gonna be on her- I knew she was gonna be on her own, but didn't Tucker get an exclusive deal?
yeah he did get the invitation, right, Pastor, from Elon.
He didn't take the the exclusive deal.
I don't know.
Oh, I
I'm
thought
not
he
sure of that, but I think he definitely took I think he took a deal, but also went on YouTube because it's X more money, better advertisers, because X don't have a lot of advertisers.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember him getting an exclusive deal from X.
Me neither.
Maybe I'm mistaken.
I watched, I think, the first installment of her on YouTube, and
I watched it too. I enjoyed it.
I thought it was okay. There's a lot of advertisement.
I mean, she saw her new mug she's coming out with, the Stanley, her own version of her Stanley mug.
Yeah, yeah.
The Owen mug. Yeah. I'm like, okay. She
I
came
thought
out
about
swinging.
I thought about getting the mug just to maybe piss some people off, but
I think we should get the mug. I was thinking about the same thing. I was like, the mug actually looks clever. She is right now. She doesn't even really have to talk about much other than what happened to her, because right now on social media, everybody is attacked. She's the villain. She's the one that everybody thinks is wrong for some reason, and
oh really? They're attacking her?
And the people who are of the mainstream, that on the Ben Shapiro sides, on the Wire side, the people who want to control the narrative. They're very upset with her. But I think it's because of that anger. I think by her just constantly going out and sharing and making her own content, that's the best method for her.
I'm just really surprised at the support that Ben Shapiro gets, because whatever his position is, he's vicious about it.
Yes.
And all this time he was standing up for free speech until it came to Israel.
This is how it usually goes. Everybody's up for free speech till it's about something you believe in. Then everybody, oh, you can't say that now. No, now you're taking it too far. That's how it usually goes.
I mean, I've never liked Ben Shapiro, but when I heard him talk about free speech, I had that little bit that says, okay, I appreciate that, but he's just a vicious.
That child in class that just always would say something to the teacher. Richard just did it. Richard did. Ben is that grown man of that child. Okay, he is that child.
Also remember, Ben and everybody else is taking money, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not completely independent, you're taking money from entities, from other people. True. That's where freedom of speech also is. That's where it also gets hairy, because maybe you may not necessarily want some things not said, but your advertisers don't. I mean, that's
your donors.
Typical with TV, with Fox, CNN, anything. If you say something that the advertisers won't necessarily like, the networks can be like, listen, we have our hands tied. Like, we want you to say these things, but Big Pharma's not going to want to say so. We have to cut it off. Sorry, we have to cut this deal. That's the other aspect of why I'm sure he had something to say about, or the move to fire Candace, which he said, I didn't have anything to do with firing Candace. I don't have anything to do with that. Isn't it like literally the second guy in command? I'm sure.
Last time I checked, he is.
I'm sure he has some weight to throw around. I'm sure.
Isn't it interesting? A lot of these guys with big power positions actually say out loud in public that they had no power.
I mean,
yeah.
I got nothing to do with this. I'm only second in command. I got nothing, I'm just an entertainer. I got nothing to do with this. Come on, bro.
I'm the fourth guy in the league. I don't really make it.
Let's get real.
We just go to lunch together.
I'm sure they took umbrage with what she said, but I'm more sure that whoever is funding them took umbrage with what they said, and that's why I'm taking off.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that he's a coward.
Debate.
And,
I would love to see you and Ben box. I think it's a fair fight.
Yeah.
Let's have a verbal debate first. Let's see how that goes.
I don't know. I can't. I've just years of despising, his persona. I can't speak any other way. My bias runs too deep.
You know what I do?
I liked him for a while until this whole Israel thing happened and just fell apart.
You know what I do? I don't even watch him. He doesn't even come on my feed. Ben doesn't even come up. That's how little I care about Ben.
Yeah, he
Like
pops up once in a while.
I got the I
I
got
got Destiny, so he pops up on my shit.
he comes up, but he's not the worst.
And then I'll torture myself and try to listen to something he's saying.
No, I can't.
Okay, back
You
to
don't
the
wanna listen to a
nukes.
talking mouse?
Let's go back to the nukes. So, what I want to share with you is just to give you a taste of what it was like in the 1980s.
Oh boy, we get a taste of that every time we're in the car.
And so I have some clips of a TV movie called The Day After.
Everybody's covered in fucking mercury. Or what is it? Not mercury. What's that that comes out of the bomb?
Oh, radiation?
Everybody's covered,
Radiation.
everybody's irradiated. Somebody got a thumb coming
Yeah.
out of their eyeball now.
And so they came up with it. They came out with this movie, and I was terrified to watch this movie. Absolutely terrified to watch this movie.
Oh,
But I
yeah.
made myself watch it
Recently?
because I didn't want to be turned around by my fear.
Oh wow, very brave.
And so this is a movie about the bombs flying over the top.
You should let him know that you can actually like.
Impacting points. I want to send the authentication documents at this time.
Capsule? Yes, sir. This is Oscar 11. We just started, sir. Why?
Tops off! We gotta get out of here!
Stand by to copy the...
Let's enable the missiles. Program
Roger.
flight switch. Enable. Flight all. LFO. Unlock code inserted.
Stand by. Unlock codes inserted.
Enable.
You kids come in here right now.
You move the mouse away from the name. So it won't show the little box.
So that right there, that picture right there is what we all feared. Is
This-
going along today, and then all of a sudden these missiles are flying up in the air.
Right.
Yeah.
What's going on?
They take about 30 minutes to reach their target. So do theirs, right?
Well, I guess we could stay right up here for a while, shall we? I think you better go downstairs, folks. Please. come on, baby, don't die on me now. Oh.
Goku. You done showing us your horror film?
That's it.
Yeah, please. You have a bad habit of prolonging the experience. We need you to cut it down.
Okay.
Everybody, we just got a glimpse of what goes on in Pastor's head 24/7. There you go. That's what he sees.
That's
all
what he
day,
hears.
all night. Bombs going off, people getting fried.
I
So,
just started singing the
well,
Power Rangers theme song.
the
Surprised
reason
you
I
don't
wanted to
bomb
share
sound
that
for a
is
ringtone.
apparently the people that are running things in Washington think that we can win that war.
Right. I don't think anybody can.
No one can
And,
win that war unless we all invented a fucking bubble shield to protect the whole fucking country.
Right.
No one can.
My generation lived under the constant threat of nuclear war, and that I know that your generation and the generation after you haven't.
Yeah, because we don't
And,
think anybody's stupid enough to press that button.
well, I think we have a cast of characters in Washington right now that will either do it or will provoke Russia
And what are you
into
gonna
doing
feel
it.
like? What are you gonna feel like when you're 99 years old and you're on your deathbed and the nuclear bomb never went off? And I look at you and I go, let's calculate about 40,000 hours. Let's just be like say that you spent 40,000 hours stressing about the nuclear bomb.
Uh-huh.
Look at you and go, were those 40,000 hours really worth it? Was the plaque buildup in your heart? Was the stress? Was the anxiety? Was it all worth it? And if the nuclear bomb does go off, if it happens to vaporize you, it's pretty much the same scenario. Was it worth it? Was all the hours of agita and stress and worry and thought, was it worth it? Is it worth it?
It really isn't. Father Moran, you have the higher chance of getting fondled by a big brolic man in a gym than you have of
Jim,
getting
he's in
hit
a
by
church. He has a lot of chance of getting fondled by a man in the church right now, in the church. You have more of a chance of getting molested by a priest. You are.
I mean, getting hit by a nuclear weapon.
Yeah, like let's make a list of all the things that can happen.
Can happen to you
before the nuclear bomb. Like, so
you
drive in a car every day.
Yep.
Your chances of getting like wrecked and killed are astronomically higher than a nuclear bomb going off right now.
Nope.
Probably have a higher chance of the ceiling.
But we don't know that.
That's the beauty of life.
We
You
don't
You
know.
have a higher chance
Well, no, we
of
actually
getting
do know
breast
that. Like
cancer.
statistically, statistically, how many nuclear bombs went off? How many went off in the history?
2.
Okay, how many car wrecks happen every day?
Way more than 2.
No, you can't make those kind of comparisons.
How?
I mean, if I was agonizing over it, say 5 years ago, that would be one thing. But right now,
something tells
NATO
me
is provoking Russia, and Russia has said that they will use nuclear weapons under certain conditions, and it looks like NATO is going to test that out.
Did you remember when Trump and Kim Jong-un got into it about the big red button Twitter war? Remember that?
Yeah, I wasn't that afraid of that.
That didn't scare you? So you're telling you're only afraid now.
I mean, North Korea's missiles
they're trash.
more often.
They're trash.
The
people die working on it. Their own people die more often working on their fixing their machines. They're North Korean is trash.
The reason why I wanted to bring it up is just to raise consciousness that people need to know that our foreign policy and the foreign policy of Europe is really messed up right now, and that regardless of what the mainstream is telling us, that we are closer to nuclear war than we've been in a long time.
Guarantee if Russia bombed the Ukraine, for example, we would not send no nukes over there.
Are you certain of that?
I'm certain of that. We wouldn't.
They're already beating the shit out of them right now.
Like we wouldn't. They can do that and then point the other one like, okay, either leave us the alone or they're not.
Them right now.
Mm-hmm.
They're already them 10 ways to Sunday as we speak.
Who?
Russia. They're already cream pieing Ukraine. They've been for what, 2 years?
Yeah.
They've been cream pieing them and bombing them and slapping them around.
So what do you think? What do you guys think about Putin visiting North Korea?
I remember the day. I'll never forget the day that happened. Pastor walked out of the office and said, "Boys, we've just entered into World War III." And 2 years later, no World War III yet.
Well, it's possible.
I think we are in
even the pundits that I listen to are like, are we in World War III or not?
Well, they just did the mandatory. Didn't we just sign that bill that everybody from 18 to 24 is now like enlisted in
the and these things don't happen unless we were exactly.
We're going to send our people where? Are they going
where
to
are we
Israel?
sending them?
Are they going to Ukraine?
Where are they going?
Oh, don't send them to Ukraine. Do not.
I mean, if they send them to Ukraine and Putin is gonna, Putin already said that he's going to kill them.
Oh yeah,
and is that gonna? What's that going to provoke?
Right.
So, what do you think about Putin going to North Korea and that political?
That's
move?
just another step in the ramping up of tensions.
Now
if one of these people in the permanent government, the deep state, wants to test the alliance and starts messing with North Korea.
Now, if Russia wants to better equip North Korea with better nuclear energy and sources, now I can see North Korea being a problem now, because now they would have the scientists and the resources and the teachers to help them build and learn how to make these machines more effective.
Yeah, it was quite a meeting.
Did
you see
performance? Video? Yeah, I've seen the video of like the two faces and all the Russian flags and the
it was
Putin giving him a new vehicle.
Giving a ride in the limo.
Yeah. They had a moment where one didn't want to get in before the other, shit like that. He was 7 hours late to the meetup, which, okay.
Who was 7 hours late?
Putin. He's typically late to a lot of the meetings, and people say that sometimes if he's late, that's like a sign of respect from him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know how that makes sense, but
no, it doesn't really
say. People say, I have no idea. I'm like, that doesn't make no logical sense.
People are sitting at the table, tapping their fingers, going, "Oh, he's respecting the hell out of me."
7 hours. Respect.
This guy is really doing his research on us. He knows our whole economy. The shorter it is, the more he's
That would be funny if the camera panned over to Putin's hotel and he all that time he's like, oh, which tie? The blue or the
Tom and Jerry in the
gray,
background.
Tons of respect.
Tom and Jerry in the background while he's laughing. You know?
Yeah, which shoes should I
Mhm.
That's his
Yeah.
bodyguards are like, would you just pick a pair?
No,
Listen.
they're gonna end up dead. They say some shit like that.
I mean, how do you feel about the draft, Gritty?
I mean, I feel like I'm good because I'm 29, so I'm straight.
And we're disabled too. We're fine either way.
we'd have been good no matter what, pretty much. Unless they go, you know what? Unless we're in real crisis, they're like, listen, we're taking everybody. We're taking all y'all. We don't.
What are they gonna do? Give us like robotic eyes and shit?
They don't care. They say we'll put you somewhere. We'll put you in the front line. You guys will get the front row seat. Yeah,
here's a gun. Just shoot in that direction.
You'd be right in the front row.
That's what they're doing in Ukraine.
Mm-hmm. There's just no criteria.
They're ripping people off the street, throwing them in a van, giving them a gun, and putting them on the front line.
If you're not going to equip me with new high-tech technology and eyes and cyborg shit, I'm not joining no army. I might do it if you were like, hey, yo, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. We've always had the technology to put new eyes in, and you can see 2020. But you gotta have to do 5 years in the military. I might have to sign up for that, guys.
You ain't gonna be seeing much on the front line. You're gonna be there'll be a real quick sight. You ain't lasting long with them new eyes. I'll take that.
All right. So were you scared at all watching the bombs?
No, not at all.
No, I don't. You know what scares me? Like natural disaster movies. Those scare when the tsunami comes or like
really
like a big because that's about to happen. You want to talk about why you're not showing like shit like that? With climate change, that's what's gonna happen. The nukes.
The thing about nukes is that it happens so fucking fast. There's no pain.
Well, the reason I'm showing the nukes is because that you know, if enough people spoke up and said that we've got to
You're
ramp
gonna
this
be
back.
looking up at the nukes, and you're not even gonna know.
When it comes to the weather, I mean, we can't lobby the weather.
You can lobby why this is happening, why we're doing this, why we're allowing this to happen.
Why don't we use better technology to make our gas and gasoline?
We're just continuing we're continuing to go down the road for this. This didn't just happen naturally. Like you're worried about the nukes, and we about to get some of the craziest storms you've ever seen in history, in existence, are about to happen in your lifetime. Probably you're gonna be 70
way
years
faster
because
than
of climate change.
Yeah, you're gonna be 70 years old floating down the street. And you're gonna be worried about the nukes.
Pastor, you really don't like all the years you've lived on this planet. This weather change has not scared you at all? As much as nuclear?
It does scare me. I mean, it concerns me. I have a feeling I'll be dead before anything really.
No,
listen,
I don't think so. You'll be, how old would you be in 30 years? 70?
Yeah, I don't know. I just have a feeling I'm not going to be here much longer.
I feel that way too, but it's okay. You'll get over it.
You guys are just being emo now. Everybody relax. You'll be here at 70. You're gonna be frying. You better get a nice AC.
I'm probably gonna live to be 120, and I'm like, oh my god,
I'll kill you.
Why can't I die?
What age do you want me to kill you at? Like, pick a number. If you make it there, I'll kill you.
75 is time to go.
Give me the 80, then you.
Unless you got grandkids. You
want the grannies.
Got grandkids, you know, and they're still maybe they didn't graduate yet or something. Want to see?
Can't pull the trigger on yourself then. Not yet.
Want to see them you want to see them grow to be to transition. You want to be there for the transition.
No, exactly. Become little F to big Fs.
All right. Let's move on.
Now you want to move? Now that it's getting real scary. When I'm telling you what's really happening.
Tornadoes that have fire in the middle of it. Spitting fire tornadoes.
That's what's about to happen. Not this shit. Watch some superstorm movie like, you know, with New York's underwater. That's what's about to go down. You over here talking about nukes.
Sharknado.
No,
that's what's about to happen.
I mean, I could have them.
Shark's about to be flying out. Bruh.
I think I'm gonna watch Sharknado when we get off the podcast.
You
I love
should.
that. I love that movie.
You should get some
I
Never seen
love that movie.
joy in your
It
life.
is so ridiculous. It is so entertaining.
Mhm.
You want to see great white sharks launch at human beings like cannons?
Yeah, spinning around in a typhoon, and then it hits a building, and there's a shark that's projected down a hallway, and they eat the people. It's great. If you've never seen
Wow.
Sharknado, you've got to at least watch Sharknado
What is this on
1.
Prime?
Huh?
What is this on Netflix?
I'm not sure where it is now.
I always watch it on the sites.
Yeah,
That's
let's play the
true.
trailer
I
for
should-
Sharknado. For the
Ladies and gentlemen, we're doing this to make him feel better after his nuclear meltdown.
yeah, I guess we need a little respite from the
I can't believe he's not as scared
nuclear
of fire
annihilation.
tornadoes.
He's
I'm way more terrified
Priorities,
of fire fucking tornadoes.
It's literally gonna happen too. Like this shit is gonna happen.
Like
The hurricane seasons are gonna get worse and worse because the water's hotter.
way hotter. Way hotter.
Down.
And don't mind you, when there's dead fish and sea animals, that's bacteria.
All
Just-
kind of stuff is going on in the sea, bro. All kind of stuff is going on in the sea. Isn't like the coral reef deteriorating?
Is this Chanel's trailer?
Hurricane David
This
is
is
poised
ridiculous
to be
shit.
the first
It's a
hurricane.
storm. That's what's driven them all up north.
I've never seen so many of them nor so bold.
It's barely even raining.
There's flooding here, and not the plumbing, the ocean.
You need to go home.
I'm not going anywhere.
Storm's coming and it's coming fast. Just can't sit back and watch this.
Tornado's heading towards the airport. We need to destroy it before it gets to them. Watch out!
You can't just wait here and wait for sharks to rain down on us.
We're gonna throw bombs into the tornadoes.
It's too dangerous. Too many of them. We're gonna need a bigger chopper.
Claudia, move!
It's time to leave Kansas, mate.
Sharknado.
I
Wow.
always like Tara Reid. She's in all of them.
I don't know.
Fun actress.
So,
Mm.
speaking of trailers, I have 3 trailers to share with you,
All right.
and
might have to only
these
pick 2.
are all, I don't know if we want to call them remakes. I know one is a sequel to movies that I saw when I was growing up in the 80s.
Is one of these the gay
Okay.
Star Wars?
No, it's not.
Gay Star Wars? Are you
Oh,
talking
you
about?
don't know about that?
Are you
Oh.
talking
Yeah,
about-
I didn't have time to listen and look at all the reviews, but they don't
Wait, is
look
that-
very
the gay
good.
Star Wars is out.
What's that?
Gay Star Wars is out.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, we got to talk. We
Because
got
they're popping up. The reviews are popping up on
They
YouTube.
said that this is gonna be the gayest Star Wars. Literally, isn't that what they said in the clip I sent you? This is gonna be.
Are we talking about the
Yeah,
Lego one?
No, this is literally like.
It's the
Star Wars
Acolyte,
really-
isn't it? Is it
Yeah,
called the
yeah.
Acolyte?
Star Wars, the Acolyte. Yep.
Is it in the Star Wars universe?
Yes, dude, it's Star Wars. What do you? Yes,
Yeah.
the gayest Star Wars though. They took Star Wars, they made another movie, and they made it like they made it gay and trans and non-binary and all.
Apparently, Disney's gonna make everybody gay.
Yeah, this is like they did an interview and they said this is gonna be the gayest Star Wars. No joke.
Doctor Who's gay?
Gonna be awesome.
Of course, he's gay.
Gonna be sick.
He's never talked about his sexuality in 60 years, but
Lightsaber fights. Lightsaber
He's
fights
leaving.
have a.
Why is he leaving?
Lightsaber fights have a new meaning now. Gonna be sword fighting.
Why did he just
Watch
leave?
that. You can't take it. But I mean, is he really? I didn't even know he's a Star Wars fan like that.
Yeah, I liked
an anime guy.
I don't love Star Wars, but I like Star Wars because I enjoy it because my nephew and Nifu
Right. Big
love
fans.
Star Wars, and my
Big fans.
sister-in-law.
You got to ask them if they watched the movie.
Yeah. You know, that's is it a movie or a series?
It might be a series. Let me look it up.
All right.
You might be right. It might be, but yeah, it's something. It's some media. I saw like a little clip from it, and they did some kind of, they did some kind of like, oh, what did she say? She said, I don't know what he or they prefer. That's what she said in the trailer. Like, she was trying to get his pronouns correct in the trailer in the clip.
So where'd you go, Mo?
I just had
He went to hang himself, but he couldn't find any rope or anything.
I don't have anywhere to hang myself either, sadly.
It is a show. It's a show, not a movie. It's a show.
It's a show.
Can I just say this? I remember a piece in the interview where they go, I always thought R2D2 was a lesbian. You didn't think that?
Oh,
literally, remember that? I sent you this.
Yes.
Like, I think R2D2 is a lesbian. I have it. I know I sent it to you. Let me see. This was crazy, bro. Like, they're all sitting around.
And this is why Lucas said what he just said recently.
What did he say?
He basically denounced everything that Disney is doing with his creation. He was like, Leia is the princess. She's the main character, and basically he broke down the story and what the story really meant, and that without saying the words in a harsh way, he was saying, well, and Disney, took and went their own route, basically. But he doesn't agree.
This is arguably the gayest Star Wars ever by a considerable margin. This is going to be a talking point.
Is it a talking point?
I'm sure so.
Because nerds are gay.
Some nerds are very threatened by gay
Well, that's
stuff.
true. But in my world, nerds are gay.
People have told me that it's the gayest Star Wars, and I frankly...
You're offended?
Into it. No, you're telling me with a straight face that C-3PO is straight.
They're a couple. That's what I think.
I think it's canon that R2D2 is a lesbian.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
This is like a This is like a skit. I couldn't believe it was real when I sent it to Pants. I think C-3PO is sucking. I think CPO3 is a bottom. You can't make this shit up, dude.
Oh my gosh.
Let's
get to the last segment of the show. And there's 3 movies coming out. Since we don't come up with anything new in Hollywood or in entertainment anymore. So we've got to keep recycling what's already been made. And let's see how these look.
Is this really where you want to spend the rest of your life?
Oh,
you know I don't.
Then this is our only ticket out of here.
What's happening?
There's something in the water.
What do you mean there's something in the
I don't
water?
know, there's just something in the fucking water. Fucking thing's hunting us.
Open the door, come on.
Run.
This is giving me a
fucking headache.
Are you sure you want to do this?
So that scene where the aliens come out of the non-binary Asian's chest, right? That's like a famous scene in Aliens, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the face with the thing where they attack their face, that's another famous scene.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so then, I think the trailer was great. You start right off with an interracial couple. That's perfect right there. Then you get some British guy, some British Spanish looking guy you can't even understand.
Want him to die the first second he spoke.
Then you get like a non-binary or lesbian Asian, and then they hit basically all the
Same movie notes.
Yeah, they hit the key classic points to go, hey, you remember Alien, right? And they just milk that nostalgia. You remember that? You remember that, right? You like that part? That's in the movie. What do you think about that? Epic trailer. Epic trailer, looks awesome. Ending was phenomenal where, our eardrums almost exploded from the fucking ringing. I mean, movie of the summer, whenever this comes out, it's going to be movie of the season.
Can't wait to waste $12 on this.
They hit every note that a movie needs today. Different sexualities, different races, and the exact same shit that was in the movie prior. Bravo.
Mm-hmm.
Bravo. Good stuff.
Thank you both. I don't have to say a word.
Excellent.
And
hey, I have a great idea to really.
And you notice the black guy's eyes went around.
He's cross-eyed.
Like there was like another pupil on the other side of his eye.
No.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking because in the original Aliens there was an android.
Mm-hmm.
And once again, if the black guy is an android,
wow, we have a diverse android.
Once again, the black male is not a black biological male.
Never. No. Robots, when you can make a robot black, but we don't actually want black folks around.
We need to make something else.
It was like Geordi in the Next Generation of Star Trek. The two black men that are on the bridge of the ship. One has got Klingon makeup all over his face, and Geordi has a visor that covered up his eyes.
Can't they just be normal?
Yeah,
normal people.
Yep. They cast the first. They cast the first black Doctor Who, but he just can't be the first casting of a black Doctor Who. He's got to be black and gay.
I mean, that's the whiteboard in these meetings. They go, hey, let's take that original scene that everybody loves. Let's do a twist. There'll be a non-binary.
Black man can't have a black wife. He's got to have a white wife.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Perfect trailer for today's time. People,
beautiful.
Listen, this is gonna be a smash at the box office. These usually are.
5 out of 5.
Why would they keep making this stuff if they weren't smashes at the box office? History proves that these movies are just total. They just dom.
Never ruin anybody's career.
Every time. I mean, these movies constantly make their money back plus.
Plus, man.
There are always rave reviews of these movies.
Listen, don't you remember seeing these stars in multiple other movies later on?
The formula works. I'm glad they.
All right, let's go to the next one.
I'm glad they got Ozzy for this one.
The funny thing is I did this. I made the same noise when he started talking when I watched it. All right, here's the next one.
Let's see how many genders they bend in this one.
Here's a preview. Be warned, it's intense.
Oh!
Can't believe Grandpa's dead. Death is hard.
Yeah, sometimes I think life is harder.
When I was a teenager, a trickster demon terrorized our entire family and tried to force me to marry him. I believed he was gone forever until you found this in the attic. Ew. Who's Beetlejuice? Don't ever say that name. Beetlejuice. No, Astrid! I am serious! If you say his name 3 times, he will appear. Beetlejuice.
The juice is loose. I'm gonna make you so happy.
The living. The dead. Can they coexist? That's what we're here to find out.
Where is Beetlejuice?
Where's Beetlejuice?
Beetlejuice!
Feel free to express yourselves. Don't be afraid.
You're a figment of my imagination.
Really? Is this a figment of your imagination?
I didn't care
Very
about
excited.
the first one, so I don't care about this.
Very excited. This is fine for me. Beetlejuice was okay for them to remake. They didn't even remake it. They just made a sequel.
Everybody seems to be happy about this one, though. All the Beetlejuice fans I know, this
I'm
one,
very happy about this.
people are.
You don't feel like you could be disappointed?
It can be like everything else. I don't trust the. Now that you say it, I don't trust the fucking writers. But that might be the problem. But like, other than like the idea that Beetlejuice wasn't touched for so many years, I'm like okay with it being a sequel. Unlike the rest of the that they've constantly kept touching already, I'm okay with it. But I hope that the writers had tried.
I mean,
try.
you have Michael Keaton, you have Kathleen O'Hara, you have Winona Ryder.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the young woman's name?
Kenny Ortega.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got good
Great
actors
cast.
and actresses in it.
Great cast. I mean, the fact that she said Beetlejuice 3 times, I'm like, of course, that's what a Gen Z girl, millennial girl would do in this day and age. They would just test like, come on, this shit ain't real. And then wild shit would happen. It's perfect.
Well,
I think it's going to be a fun
movie
movie.
because Beetlejuice is a fun movie.
Beetlejuice is a phenomenal fun movie, you know? And I think I feel like it keeps a lot of the goofiness that it had in the original. So more goofy, 80s.
And my parents just went to see Beetlejuice at the musical at Proctor's. And they said that was good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, you didn't get a notice for that.
Well, I didn't know it was on.
Oh, fair enough.
He didn't go. He said his
I
parents.
didn't go. Yeah, I didn't go.
I thought you knew. That's why I came at you.
No. They just said we won't be home tomorrow night because we'll be at Beetlejuice. I'm like, oh, it's a musical. I didn't even know it was a musical.
Oh, Ben.
Okay, this is the last one.
No way.
Good morning, everybody. It's another beautiful day here in Beverly Hills.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell was that?
Let me guess. Foley.
Did you say Foley? Foley! We stole a helicopter! I didn't realize that you couldn't really fly a helicopter. Otherwise, I would have came up with a different idea. I told you it was a bad idea. Oh, he shot my rotor off! Shit!
You know, this is very embarrassing. You know, part of me rather get locked up than get put in this little Fisher-Price looking squad car. Y'all are the Lego cops. Jane, hey, this is your father. Before you hang up, I'm in town. I've been arrested. Hello? You sure y'all paying y'all's bills? Because this phone don't work. This isn't my first time in Beverly Hills.
Yeah, I saw that. 84, 87, and then 94. But this place has changed a bit.
What brings you back to 90210?
I got a call from Billy. He's in trouble now. What do you want from me? I want you to be a cop again. You gotta do something.
Axel, if you damage any city property,
You're in a snowplow?
Yeah, we in a damn snowplow. What's the problem? A lot of blind spots in the snowplow.
I'm on an undercover mission with wait for it.
You're pissing off a lot of people. That means we're getting close. Y'all safe? Everybody safe?
There's no seatbelt in the middle.
The hell with the seatbelt! We're on the edge!
We're gonna need some backup.
Whoa! What are you doing?
Getting us some backup.
God, I missed you, Axel.
This one, I'm ready for this.
Yes.
My favorite movies as a young boy was Beverly Hills. Now you know why my mouth is so fucking dirty, bro. That was I love. I wasn't even 10 watching that. I found that like in my closet. And I was like, oh, I like Eddie Murphy. Let me watch this. I watched that on repeat, bro. And my parents was like, whatever, like he ain't killing anybody. Like I surmised that they cut a lot of cursing out of that trailer. I mean, from the way it was, some of those words were edited, it sounds like they kind of cut him. And if he's not like cursing like that, it's going to be kind of odd. Because I remember he was like really dirty in the first one. The other two, I don't remember. I got to watch those again, like all of them. But he was cursing his ass off in the first one. And he was saying all kind of crazy shit.
I don't remember.
I think that they cleaned it up for the trailer.
Yeah.
I hope so. If they turn this into like some regular, I don't know. They just make it kind of goofy. I don't know if I'm going to like it, but I'm probably gonna end up watching Beverly Hills Cop right after this because I'm excited for that. I haven't seen it in so long.
This is exciting.
The pace of the trailer reflected the pace of the original movie, and I am excited about it.
Yeah, July 3rd, right around the corner.
Right around the corner.
I think I should watch all the Beverly Hills Cops and review them on my show.
Let's do it.
I think we're gonna end up watching all of them until this is gonna be number 4 because I only seen 1 and 2.
Yeah, I think it's 4.
I don't remember 3. They said 3 came out in the 90s. I don't remember that one. I gotta watch it. Well, look forward to that.
It's gonna be a fun summer, I guess, movie wise, before the nukes come, right?
The storms come. Yeah, can we hold off on the nukes till Beverly Hills Cop 4 is out?
Yeah, well,
hold off until
give
One
us
Piece
about a week
ends.
with it before you shut off the lights.
Well, we end the episode the same way every time with a prayer.